Well, good afternoon to you, and welcome to another edition of Monarchs Mocha. Just the camera there here is we're in the My Place Studios in North Aurora, Illinois. Sounds pretty official, doesn't it? Anyway, I hope you guys doing good today. We've got a few items to cover, not a lot. There's nothing really breaking today, so really just want to get you caught up on what happened when you slept last night. Um, the bad news out of the way first. The Monarchs did get swept yesterday, and they double dip. Lost game one 11-8, and lost game two 6-0. But did bat at the bases loaded a couple times late, and just one of those games that got away from you. And there was one reoccurring theme. We'll talk a little bit about that now as well on the show. Not a lot today. We'll be only just for a few minutes here because, again, there's not a lot going on. Really nothing to see here. Glad you guys are along, though. I'm also reminding you of what's going to be happening this weekend there at Legends Field. Let me kind of adjust this just a tad. There we go. All right. Last night, not good. It was a rough night. Had a chance to clinch the division. Didn't do it. That could have happened despite the loss, but Cleveland did win last night. Now, here's the deal. Kansas City, with Lincoln's doubleheader sweep, they got swept yesterday. The first loss made it a magic number of 1 against Lincoln. Their second loss, Lincoln cannot catch Kansas City. So Lincoln has been eliminated from the division, but Lincoln could still finish second. So if that makes any sense to you, I hope it does. But again, Lincoln cannot catch the Monarchs, but can catch Cleveland. And that series begins tonight there in Lincoln. Number 2, Cleveland last night did beat Sioux Falls. That win kept the magic number at 1, and Cleveland's very faint hopes of catching the Monarchs alive. Although one more loss for Clee and one more win for Kansas City, they cannot catch the Monarchs no matter what happens. Right now, it's 2.5 games with the 10 games to play. So that half game right there looming, it'll get taken care of this weekend. But, I mean, we're not celebrating just yet. And I think I'm kind of knowing how these things work. I think the ball club wants to go out tonight, get a win, and regardless of what happens around the league, they would that'd be a good game. Yes, no doubt about it. Definitely a good game. So, it'd be a good one tonight. Monarchs still playing King County tonight, wrapping this thing up. Cleveland versus the Monarchs. Mate, you're up late. What time is it over there? 1:30 in the morning in Perth. Teresa, a good mate of mine, is over there in Australia tuning in today. Good on you, mate. And wishing you the best, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Cleveland and the Monarchs. Be a pretty good matchup, I would think. I would think the Monarchs compete with them, I would think. The real difference in the big leagues in the American Association is the depth, and they can, of course, roll a lot deeper bodies because they've got folks holding in the wings, at AAA and all that. But yeah, in a one gamer, pretty. You know what? In a one gamer against just about anybody in the earth, I think this Monarchs club have a good chance. Give me the best team in the Nippon, give me the best team in Korea, give me the best team in Puerto Rico, give me the best team in the big leagues. They definitely, I know, mate. And I wish you the best, my friend, and praying for you and pulling for you. My wife and I are over there in Australia. But great work he does, too, over there with the Perth Heat. By the way, the Perth Heat made the 810 Sports Radio in Kansas City yesterday. I brought them up in the conversation. So how about that? There to see Keith out there. They're at the South Shore. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Are those Railcats playing? We're in Fargo tonight? I think they are. All right. So item number 2, again, was that Cleveland won last night. So Cleveland winning and Kansas City getting swept means magic number 1. So, again, just takes one loss for Cleveland and 1 win for Kansas City, and the division is the Monarchs. But as I said, you really want to just take care of your own business. I'll give you a couple things to be concerned about just because I think I am. There you go. I'd see that. I'd pay for to see that. What would I do though? Would I call both? Would I just call the game for both teams? Or would I make Simon and Paul call it for one side and me the other side? That's how we do. Could do that. But yeah, I was concerned yesterday just from my seat. The bullpen gave up 11 earned runs yesterday. Now that's going to happen, but that is a concern. The pitching has been a little up and down, but 11 earned runs. What really hurt was there was a sequence in game two that really hurt, and we've talked about this. That's something Joe will probably talk about tonight in the top step. We talk about the unsung heroes, and to Joe, they're not unsung. Remember, I asked that question. Maybe it was about a fortnight ago. I asked, unsung hero would have been. I think it was Jeremy Rhodes was who I was talking about. Joe says, "Well, I'm not so sure on unsung he is. That's valuable innings for us, valuable outs, and it's not lost in that dugout." And when you're down the ball game yesterday, if you get a shutdown inning in the fourth, sixth in game one, you win game one because you scored 11 runs to win the ball. 11. I'm sorry, you scored 8 runs and batted the tying run in the ninth inning, and 8 runs should be enough to win 99.9% of the games you play. But when you give up 5 spots and 2 spots, and it's it was not a this is just a collective. I think that's probably the only concern. I mentioned this last night. We'll ask Joe about that tonight, but I'm sure he'll tell us the same thing. That you get a lead last night, you don't get a shutdown inning, which okay, that's all right. But you get a 5 spot and you're playing from behind again, and you finally catch up, and you can't stop them. It's the whole chip away theory is when you're down. That's why that middle relief's so big. Those middle relief guys have got to shut it down. If they can keep that thing at a 1-2 run game. Your offense is going to have a chance here. This offense will always have a chance because of the firepower. And if you keep yourselves within earshot, and if you go back, let's take away just so you get 3 runs in game one yesterday. You win that ball game. You win 8-5. Game 2, Eddie Medina had a flashback performance for him for King County. He looked like he did in 18. He was really good in 19. I guess it was he won 11 games. He looked really, really good for them. He struggled this year, and he really went vintage on us last night. Let's see here. Yes, the team is having a great time. And even the loss last night, I didn't gather any kind of hang on the heads. I saw the guys this morning. A lot of guys checked out early this morning. I think everything's fine. There's no panic. There's no frustration. I think this team knows. And the road's tough. And Kane County's got a really good pitching staff. And they gave the Monarchs fits there in Kansas City. The other alarming thing, I think, is that you have had a little trouble on the road the last 2 series out. Chicago and here. That's no sin, but you had a little trouble in both series. And both series had identical situations where you didn't get those shutdown innings and the losses in relief. And that's kind of been the theme the last 2 times out. And, of course, you did win a series at Sioux City, 3-4. So there's that. But, hey, Monarchs got two road series coming up next week. And we'll have a chance to right that ship as well. But, yeah, the team's had a great time. Really good time. But I did not see him pick Josh Pitch. I did see the story, though. Josh Hendricks, a young man who is out of Perth, who's pitching over here in the minors. I did not see the game, but I did see the strikeout story. And I will try to catch that maybe tonight or maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll watch it on the Uber. On the way to O'Hare tonight, I guess I'll have to watch that at the Uber, I guess. So you'll do that tonight. All right, so that's where we stand. Let's check the standings out in the association quickly before we let you guys go because I got a little lunch here in about 20 minutes. All right. I tell you, there are going to be a couple of tired teams getting into Lincoln tonight. Lincoln, I don't think it's even – well, they may be there by now. It's 1 o'clock almost. They didn't probably get out of O'Hare last night until close to 1 a.m., if not later. That's a good – what is that? A good 7 hours over to Lincoln, probably something like that. So I work in both dugouts. The visitors seem to be, and I think it depends on where you're at, Keith. But Keith does does the lumber recovery specialist in Gary. If you're way out, I mean, the standings I'm going to show you. If you're back in the standings, it's hard to have fun right now. I know you're playing for pride and all that. It's hard. It's tough. It's a tough go. This club's having fun. Yeah, it's a hiccup. Dropping a couple, and you're only won 5 your last 10, and as good as this club's played. But I mean, you went on a 7-game road trip that pretty much solidified your position in the league by going 4-3 last week. And you would have told me that this club was played. The great thing is they played so well at home that those home wins have now started to give you a little room for wiggle room. You can relax, because I thought this last trip would be. I thought going to Sioux Falls on Monday would be a huge march, but barring an Apollo sweep, a King County sweep, and Cleveland winning every ball game between now and Monday, Kansas City is going to have the division championship before they get to Sioux Falls, and probably before they get the road tonight. If the way I feel this thing will go tonight, Kiva Sampson's back in the same role he was in a couple of weeks ago in Fargo, and the team had to get a win to salvage a game of a series, and Sampson was the guy who was outstanding against Fargo. He goes tonight. All right, let's I think about perspective, though. I think, Keith, it's about perspective. If you're having a good time, you're feeling good about things, you got a pep in your step. This team's got a pep in their step, no doubt about it. Oops, sorry about that. Let's try this again here. I had the standings. There we go. Standings right there in the association. They look like this. Chicago has won 7 in a row. They're 2 games behind Kansas City for the best record. Fargo 3 back. Big series coming up this weekend in Chicago. Fargo and Chicago. Huge series. 3 games separate the two. And boy, you want to finish number 1. What you don't want to do is play that 1-game play-in. That is the one that's looming for a lot of folks. That's the tough one, because in a 1 game you got to throw your ace, because you can't not throw your ace, because you've got to get that next game, and you can't get the next game to get the first game. Unless you would really roll the dice, and that's happened before. Milwaukee's 5 back. Winnipeg's 9 back. Now the Gold Eyes lost last night, but they have one more game today. They're 4 back of Milwaukee, although they really need to win tonight. That would cut it back to 3. I still think Winnipeg's going to come up short, but hey, they're 47-40, 7 of 10, 15.5 back is King County. Gary's 24 back in the North Division. Down south, Kansas City has clinched the playoff spot, 59-30, have clinched the division over Lincoln and Sioux City, but not over Cleveland yet. Cleveland now 10.5 back, 48-40, 3 in a row in the win column, but they have a big series tonight beginning against Lincoln, and that's a 1.5 game lead for Cleveland. And Cleveland, who they can catch Kansas City by winning out, but that's got to mean you're going to win all 9 games or all 10 games for them. I guess it's possible, but Lincoln really needs a series win. A series win for them would make them 49-42 and tie them with Cleveland. A sweep would get them back in front. Cleveland basically wins the series. If Cleveland wins the series, they'll be playing on house money. They look to be in pretty good shape because they go home for a long stretch next week. And although Lincoln's at home as well, you'd figure that head-to-head would be a huge deal. And that's all at play tonight. Sioux City, 13 back. They're not dead yet, but they are definitely on life support, a game off the play-in. But they dropped a game last night. Houston did beat them. Sioux Falls 25.5 back. They dropped 5 straight. And Houston is 44.5 back. But they did get a win last night over Sioux City. So there is your association's numbers. Hey, go get some sleep, mate. Yeah. Good morning from Perth in Western Australia. Beautiful. WA. They're on the Swan River. Good on you, mate. Get some rest, my friend. Prayers for you, mate. But there's your standings right there in the association. That's how it looks today as we will play tonight, 6 o'clock. I'll get that to you in a moment. Let me give you a little recap of the homestand coming up. Not recap, preview. It's previews of what we do, right? Yeah, preview. All right, let's start with this tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we've got this for you folks, and this will be Military Appreciation Night, something Mark Brandmeyer talked about on Sports Radio 810 there yesterday. Gates at 6, game at 7, free Monarchs throwback jersey tee. Those are cool. If you like the throwbacks, the 1945s, that is it for you right there. That's your chance to get you one tomorrow night. Brought to you by the Kansas Lottery tomorrow evening. Monarchs and the Houston Apollos. Hopefully, I hope this weekend is a celebration of baseball. And hoping that tonight, granted, as much as you want to clinch in front of your home fans, I hope tomorrow night is a celebration of the great game. It's a celebration of what we're doing and just a celebration of the Monarchs and celebrating a great, great season so far. Saturday night. That's Saturday and Sunday. Hold on. There we go. Saturday, Sunday, Sunday, Saturday. Negro Leagues throwback game Saturday night. Gates at 5, game at 7. Monarchs in those Homestead Grays. The Apollos will be the Homestead Grays. We'll be those 1945 Monarchs. Looking good. Of course, you can wear your replica jersey out tomorrow night. Or actually Saturday night, rather. But there you go. That's your Saturday night. Also, post-game fireworks, happy hour. Happy hour. Who doesn't love a Saturday happy hour? Right? That'll be Saturday night at the ballpark. And then we'll check in with Sunday. Sunday, it's the final Bark in the Park, final game of the year at home. The final regular season game at home, put it that way. And we will roll this to you. There we go. It's the Bark in the Park Sunday Fun Day at Legends Field as I wait for it to load here. Because they should probably clear some of this out. That'd probably help a little bit, I would think. Well, trust me, it's Bark in the Park Day. For some reason, the graphic won't load for me, but try it one more time here. Just see what's going to try if I. So that's a little tricky. Got to do it sometimes twice. Let's see if I can do it. But if not, we'll let you guys go. Well, I don't think so. Okay, well, I remind you of this then. We'll do this. One more reminder. And I'm a little remit. It's not the right word. I'm a little hesitant to do this. I'm going to do it anyway, only because I know a lot of you folks have asked, and I think we should probably get this out there. Now, there's nothing been clinched as far as the division, but if you are interested in postseason tickets, they are on sale right now. MonarchsBaseball.com. MonarchsBaseball.com is the place to go for postseason 2021 Monarchs tickets. So check that out. And fan appreciation at Bark in the Park on Sunday. Sunday. But there you go. So check those out, monarchsbaseball.com. All right, tonight here in King County, we'll be on the air, aabaseball.tv at 6:30. That's the video side. For you folks for the radio, which I hope you'll all join me, that comes your way at 6 o'clock. We've got the Top Step with Joe Capietra. Also got your Monarchs 101 with DV. Also a Coors Light flashback moment. All that and more tonight on the broadcast of the Monarchs and the King County Cougars. Hey, Monarchs win their clinch the division. So all good, right? So, I mean, yesterday's rough day will be distant memory if the Monarchs can win tonight. And the Monarchs with Kiva Sampson facing a rookie. And the rookie here is, hold on, let me check this out for you real quick. Rookie is Zach Teglieri. Teglieri is the rookie starting for the King County Cougars. He is, I don't know much about him. We'll give you a little something tonight, the pitching matchup. Sorry, I got him off the screen there. All right, let's get this down here. And to bring this down. Again, MixLR tonight. Again, the link. Here's the link right here. All right, let you guys go. There you go. It's in the chat right there, so you guys can check it out. All right, that's our show. That's what we had to talk about. That's it, Monarchs Mocha, right there. Yeah, there you go. Put this on the screen for you. There we go. All right, I hope I'm as fired up as I am. I'm fired up. Team's having fun. We're ready to go. And it just takes one more win to get clinched the Southern Division, or in Cleveland lost tonight, either way to Lincoln. But the Monarchs hopefully take care of their own business. Don't got to worry about it. Tomorrow night, Gates will swing at 6 against those Houston Apollos. I hope you'll come out and see us. I hope you'll come and have a celebration of the great game, a celebration of your Monarchs, and what a great summer it's been. It's been special. This team's on the doorstep of 60 wins, a couple more wins, and 3 more wins at home. You're going to tie the all-time association win mark at home. You're also within distance of setting a new franchise record of wins in a season. All that, plus the home runs, plus this exciting team. Come and see us. Again, monarchsbaseball.com. All right, we'll bring this down. As we always say, go Monarchs. All right. All right, 1, 2, 3. Let's all do it. 1, 2, 3. Go Monarchs. I'll see you in the broadcast tonight, everybody.